Hey everybody, it's Stasha Erickson, and welcome back to the Mandela Effect video series. So, I promised you guys I would try to compile as much of my new data together into some short videos as quickly as possible. It's very hard for me to make quick videos. I get a lot of flack for my videos being too long, but you truly can't retain information in like 2 minutes time. It's very hard and sad to see that our youth generation has only a 6 second attention span, and that's why they're addicted to things like vines on the internet. So please try to stick with me. You know, we've been asking these questions, really deep questions about life a long time, so it's important that you can sit down and try to absorb what I'm trying to say to the best of your ability. So today I have a very interesting topic. It's nothing new. It's nothing I haven't heard about yet, but this is the first time I've kind of gone a little deeper into it. I did mention it in one of my videos before about the Mona Lisa changing, but that's going to be our focus here today. So for those of you who haven't heard, our beloved Mona Lisa, painted by Leonardo da Vinci, it's changed. And as we all remember Mona Lisa, she was always known for having a non-smile. If anything, you know, she was looking kind of somber, and it was almost this running joke where many people kind of even mocked the smile or used it in reference to different comedy sketches or whatever. So this had come to my attention, and I know there's many different depictions of art, and people can change the way art looks slightly, um, of course. But I'm mostly focusing today on the exact actual painting of the Mona Lisa that exists in the Louvre in Paris. And again, here comes Leonardo da Vinci. I mean, he really cannot seem to escape this Mandela effect thing that's following us everywhere. So essentially, I wanted to look a little deeper and find out really who Mona Lisa was. Like, what was the deal with her? Because I always find little hidden clues inside of these Mandela effects. And essentially, her true name was a woman by the name of Lisa del Giocondo. And she had another last name known as Giardini. And it goes on and on and on with a lot of different AKAs that she has, and Mona Lisa being her most common nickname. Now, she was a member of the Gerardini family of Florence and Tuscany in Italy. Her name was given to Mona Lisa. Her portrait was commissioned by her husband and painted by Leonardo da Vinci during the Italian Renaissance. Little is known about Lisa's life. Born in Florence and married in her teens to a cloth and silk merchant who later became a local official, she was a mother to 5 children and led what is thought to be a comfortable and ordinary middle-class life. I like her style. Lisa outlived her husband, oh that's sad, but who was considerably her senior. Centuries after Lisa's death, Mona Lisa became the world's most famous painting and took on a life separate from Lisa, the woman herself. Speculation by scholars and hobbyists made the work of art a globally recognized icon and an object of commercialization. In 2005, Lisa was definitively identified as the model for the Mona Lisa. Okay, so take what you will from that info. I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of background on her and kind of what she was all about. And let's see what else I can share here with you guys. I found a lot of stuff. Now, I just basically did an image search of Lisa del Giocondo on Google image results. And wow, I mean, I saw so many different variations again. I'm having a hard time finding any of them that look like the Mona Lisa I remember. You know, I've seen a lot of art in person. Growing up in San Diego, we have some great museums there, like the San Diego Museum of Art and everything. And I've never seen it, but I've seen a lot of art pieces up close. And it's really hard to change an oil painting from that long ago. And so I just wanted to dig a little bit deeper because I'm looking at all the different variations. And, you know, they don't look somber anymore. kind of happy, or like she's got this look on her face of like she knows something we don't know. And I just feel Leonardo da Vinci has been in on this whole thing. There's something deeper to him. The fact that the Da Vinci spiral is contained within everything we know, and really, if you break down the Da Vinci spiral, it does equate to 666. I'm not trying to make this an anti-Satan video, but I'm just saying that if we know that witchcraft and things like this exist, and it's heavily intertwined into like the art and the fashion and the music world and the media world, then we have to be a little open-minded to see that there may be something a lot deeper going on here. Like this club of elites might have been going on a lot longer than we thought and have had these things planned for a very long time. So I'm looking at more and more pictures here, and it's just very strange how she's just really creepily smiling kind of in every picture. Then, as I went on with my digging, I found this super strange article as well about Mona Lisa. But actually, before I get to that one, I want to share with you just some more information about Mona Lisa herself, like what the truth on, we can't say the truth, but we'll say what Wikipedia says about the Mona Lisa. Let's see here. Sorry guys, I have so much research. That's why I'm trying to make these videos short, but it can be difficult for me to do that because it's really intense work. So I just Googled the Mona Lisa, and you can find out that there's, when you go to Mona Lisa, there's 23 million results or something talking about this painting, and then it brought me to her, not Lisa Giardini's Wikipedia page, but it brought me to the Mona Lisa Wikipedia page, and kind of explains everything a little bit the same. So I wanted to dig, a little deeper into the background behind the painting. And the more I read about it, it just kind of talks about the same thing that it did about Lisa herself. And what I do find very interesting is the theme that almost all of these Mandela effects that happen, they're always something that is like the most known, the best known, the most visited, the most written about, the movie quotes that are often quoted the most, the Bible phrases that are quoted the most. It's almost like whoever's doing this has programmed us by giving us these memories and repeating quotes and repeating songs and repeating suggestive numbers and things. I feel in a way like they completely programmed us with all these memories of things that are supposed to be very, very, very important, and that is why it's effing with us so bad when they change, because we remember these deep, deep memories that, just like the whole world knows about. Most people that don't notice these changes, I have to say, are the younger generation, and that's to no fault of their own. It's just that history gets manipulated and changed almost on a daily basis lately. So, that's why I talked about why I'm continuing my theology degree this year and focusing on youth ministry, because kids need help right now. They don't need to be yelled at or forced into some crazy organized religion. That's not my approach, but kids need to get back to the concept of like, it's okay if you're a boy or a girl, just be that. It's okay if you are, not with an iPad 24 hours a day. You have a family, we have the world, we have nature. I want to help kids right now because it's a lot harder sometimes to get through to older people because they're very set in their memories and they're very set in their ways. But on the same token, I do appreciate actually a lot to present Mandela Effect videos to older generations, because 9 times out of 10, they remember them exactly the way that I do. Or if they don't, it's just because they're suffering from something like dementia, which also could be part of long-term programming. So again, I'm Theory McGee up in here, but I'm always trying to like dig a little bit deeper, and I just realized, here we go again. This is the most common painting that kind of everybody knows. So they love to change these things that we hold so deep in our hearts, almost like a little test. Now let's see. I also did some Googling on the Mandela effect with the Mona Lisa, and there are many videos out there talking about it. So I'm not the first by any means, but there's a guy called Moneybags73, Truth in Life, and Kyle Slaughter. I see they've got some different videos. I'll throw a little screenshot to those guys. as well. There's another page here, Mandela effect videos that you can find if you don't like my approach again, or if I'm too historical or talking too much about theories. There's a million of them out here. Even a younger girl, Raiden Quinn, and younger girl, Millie T. It's even nice to see these younger generations going, what the heck is going on here? So it's definitely, the information is getting out there. So one of the other things that I was trying to kind of talk to you guys about earlier was this, where is it? I found this other crazy article here. Now, I was essentially trying to find out some more about the Mona Lisa. And then I found this very strange link that said Mona Lisa, I think it's written in German actually, and it says Mona Lisa smiles on demand. Now, apparently it was an April Fool's Day joke from back in 1935. It's so weird when you look at it because it literally looks like you can see the before and the after of the Mona Lisa. But the one that they're saying smiles on demand, they're saying that's the hoax. In other words, the one on the right that you'll see here is the original where she looks somber. And so this was actually what you call like an April Fool's joke, but this is from 1935. So I feel like there was something more to this. So I kept digging. I was like, what the heck is this, article about? So I clicked onto it. And it says, Mona Lisa smiles on demand, April Fool's Day, 1935. The Berliner Illustrierte Zeitung reported the discovery that Leonardo da Vinci had originally painted the Mona Lisa frowning, not smiling. As a result, the Louvre had restored the painting to its original condition, but because the Mona Lisa's unhappy scowl seemed to rob the painting of so much of its charm, the museum's directors were considering changing the frown back into a smile. This is 1935, okay? This is like one of the best residuals. Now, again, it's just an April Fool's joke to say that the Louvre didn't actually change the painting from a frown to a smile, but it's very ironic that this is on the internet and this was the thing from Germany from back in the day because this is literally what we're witnessing now. I haven't seen anybody share this article yet, so if you have any more info, please let me know. Now it says Mona Lisa smiles on demand. The Mona Lisa, as we've known her for up to now, her secretive and beguiling smile has earned worldwide fame for Leonardo's picture. But this has proven to be an overpainting ordered by Franz I that has now been removed. After the restoration, the Mona Lisa no longer smiles. Because of the loss of her smile, the picture has lost its unique attraction. As a result, the museum's directors are seriously considering returning the picture to its old appearance through a new overpainting. For 2 years, a special commission has been established in the Louvre, which is examining all pictures for their preservation. As soon as they discover that a picture has been painted over, a restorer brings them back to their original condition. Heh? So they're trying to say this happens a lot? Who gets into the Louvre and starts painting, brings in their paintbrush? Come on. In the process of these examinations, the famous painting of the Mona Lisa by Leonardo was X-rayed, revealing a great surprise. The original face of the Mona Lisa did not smile, but rather had an unattractive, scowling expression. From an old document in the National Library of Paris, it is clearly established that the then owner of the picture, Franz I of France, ordered the overpainting. The jovial king disliked the stern, unfriendly face of the Mona Lisa, and he ordered his court painter to improve the picture with a smile. It did not smile. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Okay, that's the rest of the article here. He ordered his court painter to improve the picture with a smile, as you do with a Leonardo da Vinci painting. This is just crazy. Again, remember, it's an April Fool's joke, but do you see how much truth is sprinkled in here? So that's another little nugget that I found while on this this path. I also found another little link to a BBC article from October 11th of 2012. And it says, BBC News, early Mona Lisa painting claim disputed. The third Mona Lisa unveiled for the first time in 40 years. And this is a real BBC News article. BBC News underlines that a foundation in Switzerland believes it has scientific evidence to prove that Leonardo da Vinci painted an earlier version of the Mona Lisa. Isn't that funny they talk about a foundation in Switzerland? Isn't that where CERN is located? But I'll continue. This picture has a real smile. It was argued. When we do a very elementary mathematical test, we have discovered that all of the elements of the two bodies, the two people, the two sitters, are in exactly the same place. Art historian and foundation member Stanley Feldman told the Associated Press. It strikes us that in order for that to be so accurate, so meticulously exact, only the person who did one did the other. It's an extraordinary revelation in itself, and we think it's valid. Such similarities aside, the two Mona Lisas have many notable differences. The newer version is larger and features columns on either side of the figure. Wow, I didn't notice that part. 2 columns means a lot of things for those of you out there that know what Freemasons stand for. Think Twin Towers, think the Royal Arch of Freemasonry. Do you see how many hidden clues here? We have to just be studying like non-stop right now to crack this code open. Such similarities aside, the two Mona Lisas have many notable differences. The new version is larger and features columns on either side of the figure, believed to be Linda Denise Blair. Well, who's that? Sounds like Linda Blair from The Exorcist, which is another class I'm doing for you guys right now about exorcism. Anyhow, that version that hangs in Paris's Louvre Museum is narrower and features no such columns. So what is going on here? There's definitely been some ongoing debate about the Mona Lisa. It's supposed to be the most famous painting in the world, and they can't even get it together to get the info right. I then stumbled across something even crazier, where they had been doing this restoration project where they took this woman's face and they like tried to recreate the Mona Lisa through her face. And I don't know if this is all part of this weird reconstruction of the Mona Lisa and everything. It's very odd. I'll show you guys these links too. I don't want to read and read and read. Let me check my time here. I'm at 17 minutes. Gosh, I can never make a short video. Let's see here. I'll let you guys kind of read this yourself. But there's a lot of information going on here about this weird earlier Mona Lisa versus the new Louvre Mona Lisa. And then there's like this woman they've done this recreation of her face with. So I'll try to find some links for those and just really show it to you guys. Have they found the Mona Lisa? CNN talks about as well. Archaeologists are digging for her remains. How many more questions can come about this woman? It makes you wonder what this really, really, really big secret is that they're trying to keep from all of us. I was only able to find one residual evidence of my own of what I thought the Mona Lisa looked like before, and it's this weird little screenshot from my TV here. My husband and I were watching some other movie. I don't know what it was, some weird, strange, random movie, and all of a sudden, my husband goes, "Oh my God, baby, look! That's the old Mona Lisa!" And so we paused the movie, and God, I wish I remember what it was now. If you guys know what this movie is, please leave it in the comments below. I do a lot of research. But there's a picture here. It's actually a painting like on a wall. It looks like it says Holland Tunnel. But it looks like the original Mona Lisa, and her eyes are all red. It's weird, but it definitely looks like the normal Mona Lisa's face, but like with red eyes. So, I mean, that could mean something too. What else do I want to point out about Miss Mona Lisa before I go? First, I just want to say I feel like I'm really tapped into who people were in their past life, and I feel like the real woman behind all of this was like someone really special, or there's something deeper to her meaning or who she really was. Maybe she was smiling in the beginning. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at with these Mandela effect changes. Maybe we had this somber Mona Lisa for many years. Maybe she really represented something like the mother figure, And so they wanted her to be looked down on as negative or bad or somber. And now they've changed her into this kind of coy, smiling, happy lady. Maybe that really was what Leonardo da Vinci painted first. We weren't there with da Vinci. None of us are living now when he did. We can all speculate and we can all get our research through books and internet, in which we all know have been changed too. But when you do the research and you find two different perspectives about, something that's so important to what we call our art, culture, or history, there's something to that, and we really need to take a look at it. So for those of you who are avid researchers out there, please do a little more research into this topic and see if you can bring any more to the plate for me. I am in the middle of making this Mandela Effect book right now, and I genuinely welcome all comments and emails and contacts to my website about your own stories and your own experiences about these changes. Please just, I ask again kindly every time I wrap up a video, if you are a troll, an agent, a bot, or a YouTube quote-unquote hero, I'm kind of aware of who most of you are right now. Now, I'm not in the CIA, but I'm very in touch with God, who's way above all of you. And he's above the AI too. And I just have to say that we're going to figure this out, whether you guys try to stop us or not. So, keep the tricks coming, but we're really, I think, as human beings with our spark of divine energy within us, we are unraveling the truth, and we're seeing this right before the front of our eyes. We're in a judgment period in a way, but we're also being tested to see how we react to the things around us. So if we freak out, or we call people crazy, or we shut people down instantly, we're not doing our part. And if you notice that you keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again, hate to use a lot of AA references, but my father is a recovering alcoholic, and it changed his life to stop drinking. And so I would go to meetings and learn little phrases with him. But this is really what it's all about. We've got to kind of just get this, get to the bottom of things. We're so powerful. We're multidimensional beings, and we're not going to allow these fools that have been doing this manipulation to our species since the beginning of time to stop us. Just do the next right thing. Be yourself. And I love you all. Please, I really, really, really welcome positive feedback. I need your help to write these books, and I don't just mean the donations. They'll get there anyway. I did all my books out of pocket regardless. But it's about your content. It's about your feedback. It's so this book can be taken seriously. It would be amazing if one of these books ended up on a bestseller list and ended up in a bookstore like Barnes & Noble, because that is how this info will spread. We need to reawaken people to the truths of humanity. And if I ever was successful and ever was a best-selling author, you better believe the first thing I'm going to do is pull a Doreen Virtue and go buy a rescue farm and fill it full of animals and, have a lot more kids. Kids and animals are kind of all that make me happy, besides just my immediate family and the sun and nature. So just think that way. Even if you're like a business guy or a money lady or something like that, your job is totally different from mine. Try to always keep your integrity in alignment with what your goal is. When you reach out to try to do something, is it for financial gain or is it to help others? This is a really big test that God is putting us through right now. So if you're, like I said about the AA thing, the definition of insanity is to repeat the same mistake over and over again and think you're going to get a different result. So the only real crazy ones are those of us who don't learn from our mistakes. It's not those of us that look deeper or look outside the box or look further into the rabbit hole. It's the complete opposite. You know what they say, everything they ever taught you was a lie. So if you can accept that, then you can accept anything. Get ready, y'all. Get your seatbelts on. The superheroes have arrived. We love you, and we'll get to the bottom of this. Hey, maybe even Miss Mona Lisa came through to all of us to try to teach us something deeper about her meaning and what this really is all about. Okay? I love you guys so much. Thanks for sitting with me for another video. I'm sorry. I'll always try to keep them under 30, but I don't know how to cover topics in 5 minutes. It blows my mind that people make 5-minute Mandela Effect videos that can actually get to the bottom of things. blows my mind. So I don't know if those are view chasers and they want views and they want fees and they want whatever. I make like $100 every 2 years on my views. You can see how low they are. So I'm not profiting off of this stuff, but I'm a little sketchy when I see how many people out there making Mandela effect book makes them, or videos make them in like 2 minutes, and they're kind of like, they're not giving you any solutions. They're not even really giving you theories. So, hey, I might be long-winded, but for those of you who enjoy knowing the truth, I think you'll have some patience to get through these classes and get through these videos with me. And there will always be more to come. So thank you very much for sitting through this Mona Lisa presentation with me today. Let me know your thoughts. If you'd like to support the Mandela Effect book that I'm working on right now, there are links in the description to GoFundMe, also to Patreon, where you can have access to videos, private classes that I do every month for the pledge of just $1 per month. So any way you can keep this research going, it really, really helps me, especially while I continue to be on these immigration struggles from the government that I have to travel every 3 months. So the quicker we get this stuff wrapped up and the quicker that we get to the bottom of these things, the sooner we'll all know the truth. And maybe we'll find out in the end that there's multiple truths. So just get ready for anything. I love you guys. Stay calm, stay peaceful, and love each other. For real. If nothing else, we got love and emotion. That's one thing that's very, very, very exclusive to human beings. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.